Hello everyone, it's GameCoy and welcome back for some more Ace Attorney on a Tuesday for the first time. Fun fact, Tuesday was actually like the day I really wanted to do Ace Attorney on initially, but scheduling stuff meant I had to do it on Thursdays. But now here it is. Well, in my preferred day, Tuesday. Oh yeah, hello Worm, hello Inhuman, hello Francis. I hope that everyone is well. Hope everyone's had, a good start to their week. But yes, we are Ace Attorneying today. We're continuing with Ace Attorney 2. We're just about in the second case of Ace Attorney 2. Should be quite exciting. Mount Tuesday, but the mountain we're climbing is the court system. 100% agree. Ooh, thank you for the redeem and human. I'll just grab the Wendy hat just a moment. They're actually right behind me now. Okay. There we go. Get the experience of me rooting around for the Wendy hat. It's no longer off screen, but here we go. Hello, Lilu. All right, I'm wearing the Wendy hat for 5 minutes, so until about 6 past. Okay, why is that the GameCoy logo twice? I may never know. Interesting. Where's the other one? Ah, hello. There's just two of it. There were just two of it. I wonder how that came about. That is so strange. 2 GameCoys. I don't know why there's... There we go. That is so weird. Okay. I didn't realise. I was I was fiddling around with stuff, but yes, 2 GameCoys. Alright. But yes, I'll wear this for 5 minutes, but we're gonna do some Ace Attorney. I actually will. But I hope you're well, Lilu. Okay, Ace Attorneying is happening. I have the game. I opened the game. It's Pearly Tuesday hours, 100%. So Mario Kart community days are officially on Fridays. Will they ever be on Saturday again? Not for a while, I'm afraid, because I'm too busy to do them on Saturday. They've been on Friday for quite a bit because I moved them before I moved house. But even now that I've moved, I still can't do them on a Saturday. Saturday right now is my day where I go home. Not home. Well, to the place where I used to live, where my family are, essentially. But anyway, we are continuing with Justice for All, second case, reunion, and turnabout. Are we still in the investigation? Oh my goodness, I don't remember any of this. Okay. Oh yes, hello Wave. I hope you're well. Oh yeah, we unlocked some locks on people's hearts. I remember doing that last time. By some people, I think we did it on precisely one person, and then that was it. Then I was like, I've got to end the stream now, guys. I'm so tired. And then I didn't stream for like several weeks. Oh yeah, shout out for Wave, 100%. If you don't know Wave, go and follow him. Epic gamer right there. Very good at a very wide range of games. And when I say very good, I mean like bonkers good. Like I'm talking world record good. Okay, or at least speedrunning very good. I know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna just go until I find a person to speak to. Gumshoe! Oh, I've already spoken to him. Wait, what did I even get? I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me read what I'm. The last sentence I have written down in my notes from last time I streamed is Von Karma 2. Good stuff. I'm sure the words Von Karma 2 are going to really help me in this case. I love that I took the time to write down this very important sentence. Von Karma 2. I was in here already. Where have I not been? Was I here? Apparently I've been here. Like, what did we find? You saw someone make gumshoe in Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, and its end of sentence phrase, pal. That's so good! I mean, that's literally gumshoe. That's fabulous. You've been 100%ing Smash Brawl again, because there's a website called Retro Achievements that lets you do a bunch of fan-made achievements. That is so exciting. 100 out of 10, exactly. Ah. Pal. That's my pal right there. That is my pal. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it. I just brute forced to find the next thing. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I have never left Korean Village. Oh no, she's never left Korean Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're gonna meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? You didn't realize the song playing there was actually Gumshoe's theme and not just theme for the investigations. Phase alternating line. Nice. Yeah, no, I think I did realize it was the Gumshoe music. Pearly! Pearly is here, the goat. I mean, we've barely met Pearly last time, so I'm excited to interact more with Pearly. I've heard such good things. Please tell her I said hi. Okay. Hey, wait! She ran off again. Wow, I know Eni's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. Yeah, that's a slightly more pressing issue, isn't it? But we don't know how we're going to save Maya. Do I think there's an... There must be. There must be. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Okay, well, we've just got to go, basically. Off we go to the detention center. Got to see our goat. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Who is this? Huh? That voice? This is not helping me because this game is not voice acted. I'm just doing it. Yo! She's channeling Mia! Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Aww. I'm glad you think that. Aww. Get a little montage of her in case you forgot who she is. Yeah, because this is the first time we see her this game. Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She got murdered. See, this is where she got murdered. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. Ouch! Not retirement. You've got to be kidding me. You can't just say retirement like that. Turnabout Sister's speedrun, exactly. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. She always comes through. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Bestie, what? I don't know if I'd want my lawyer to smile at me if it was bad. Like, a lawyer is someone who smiles. A lawyer is your friend that smiles at you. Like, are we living in the same reality? But no. Oh, we're just trying to be motivational here. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But, so, tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. You're wanted for nuking the country of Turkey. Exactly, like you can't do that. Like, a lawyer is not someone who smiles regardless of what's going on. Sometimes you gotta just not smile, right? Oh dear. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me please, believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Ooh, that's in red. Okay, I mean, I want to fight for the complete acquittal of my client, so it's going in the notes. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? Wow, Mia thinks Maya's not guilty. Well, you know what? I feel like there was someone else in that like room. I was talking to I think Lilo about this a few days ago, and I think someone else was in the room. You know, the room where like there was a channeling chamber or some nonsense. I think someone else was there because Phoenix was like, "Ooh, someone could hide behind there" about 3 separate times. So yeah, there's probably someone there. I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. The room where it happened, exactly. Yes. Mediums can't have dreams. What? Mediums can't have dreams. What are we learning today? This is bonkers. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Maya dreaming impossible implies Maya set up. These notes are going bonkers. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Oh, I bet this is the Magatama. Probably. Because, like, it's the key to unlocking people's psyches or whatever. Hang on. Yeah. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key. Oh, wait, no, don't we literally have a key? Oh, we literally have a key. Okay, I forgot we have a key. Okay, ignore me. I have a key. I literally have this key. I forgot I had the key. That's on me. Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. Ouch. This key. Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. See, I thought it was symbolic. I thought she meant symbolically the key to unlocking people's hearts, aka the Magatama, but no, she meant literally the key in this case. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. Oh! Oh! That's bonkers. What on earth? Tell me how. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have? Uh-oh. I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh! Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the psyche locks. There's 3 of them as well. They're gonna be difficult. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me. What in the world is going on? Oh no. To be continued? No! Oh my goodness. What? You're a bestie. Exactly. Why is our bestie hiding things from us? This is so bad. Oh dear. Okay, right. Part 2-1 trial. It's going in the notes because it's a head-in. Okay, are we ready for the trial? Because I'm not. I'm not ready for the trial. Okay. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so that he could win. He was a man obsessed by the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. I wonder as well. I'm excited. Von Karma too, that's why I wrote it down. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Pearly! Let's go, Pearly. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Wow, she's better at following a map than I am. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Real, she's the realest. I love Pearl. That's the goat right there. Wow. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? Dedication. Her dedication to this case. What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? An 8-year-old child ran a 2-hour train ride to get here. Okay then. Yeah, no, she's woke up at the crack of dawn. Okay, don't question it. At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also her friend. Why don't we go? Oh dear. Objection! I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Objection! Funny way of saying lover, I know. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. Objection! It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again! Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. No. Nick. Oh, he's going for it. One thing after another for Phoenix today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We see like 2 pixels of Von Karma. I'm so scared. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. This is one posh looking individual. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Alright. I think we gotta do another posh voice. I was saying the other day, I think it's the only voice I'm good at. I think it's just, we got the normal voice and we got the posh voice, and that's kind of it. But that's just life. I've just got to do the posh voice. But not quite the Edgeworth voice, because it's not quite Edgeworth. But you get the idea. Like, clearly related to Von Karma, because who else is going to show up to a courtroom with, like, puffy sleeves and nonsense? That's so fancy. What on earth? Okay. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on! So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I'm Francisco Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. What's that? Like, why would you... Revenge. What? Sorry, I got freaked out so much I opened the court record. I was like, was that revenge? And I opened the court record. Oh my goodness, absolutely Taiwan. Oh my goodness, I'm terrified. We're gonna lose this case. I'm telling you now. Hello, Lily again with Trainoto. Absolutely, this is her time now. I think we've ended Francisca's game. That's it. We just gotta like close the game. Like we admit defeat. Revenge? ... Okay, revenge. It's in red. Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! Did you just, like, whack him? With the, like... Great. Good stuff. I mean, he probably deserves that. Not in this instance. I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. She's terrifying! Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you.
Ouch! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh dear, it's over for us. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. Where have I heard this before? Well, there we go, I guess. Like father, like daughter, question mark? That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Ooh, so she wants us to get justified self-defense. 10 minutes instead of 3. Yeah, that's just because she's like a kid, right? Awfully close. Really? Oh, I see. Okay, she wants justified. She wants us to plead justified self-defense. Justified self-defense? What is that? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Can't see! That's so good! What on earth? The animators were doing an excellent job. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get the full name every time. Then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Father, like daughter, I suppose. Oh no. We're Gumshoe! Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everybody would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in their room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? Double question mark. That's how you know it's real. That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. Okay. Gunshots inside the room. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Alright, here we go. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. Alright, witness testimony. Say that every single time, Judge. I know, he's always like, oh, it's an open and shut case, and then it never is. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot? This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. There we go. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead point blank. The court accepts this into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Here we go. Cross-examination time. Hold it. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. Okay. Victim's pistol. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, defendant Maya Faze were also on the grip, sir. Okay, both victim and Maya's fingerprints. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ah, I walked right into her hands there. Hold it. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. Okay. Point blank equals 12, 20 inches. And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Oh dear. Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. Alright, we know from gunpowder burn. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Live and learn! Where Sonic reference in My Ace Attorney? It's more likely than you think. Oh my goodness. Phoenix. We are living and learning. I feel like he should know what point blank is. You know, he's a full-fledged lawyer. And he literally only does like murder cases. You'd think he'd know, right? Hold it. Also you, every time someone says live and learn, exactly. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see, and whose knife was it? Okay. Stabbed with fruit knife. It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Ugh, this does not look good. What about the one weather song from primary school? I'm actually drawing a blank.
Ha ha ha! What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. There's a line that says living and learning as we journey on. Wow, they must have been a Sonic fan. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Hold it. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yup, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Grr, what a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Apparently it is called the Wake Up Song. Amazing. What a banger. Well, there we go. We get the knife and the pistol in the court record.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? Okay, so gunshots X2. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honour, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It is the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. Plead not guilty. Thank you. I thought this through. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder.
After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective? Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are run by... Ah! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. Get pushed around, man. It's not good not good, Judge. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. The incriminating evidence? Gang, we can't have more incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence. I can spell. Sorry, pal. That is even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Why is it purple? He was not wearing purple. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this as the evidence. Oh, it's Maya's costume. I couldn't read. I thought it was the guy that got murdered. Okay, I got lost. Alright, yeah, it's purple because it's Maya's. Makes sense. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing! Alright. We gotta get this sorted out. Hold it. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There is no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Hold it. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? This blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. Oh dear. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean? That is not the right gleam. It's glean with an N in this sentence, so he got it wrong. Oh dear. You could glean from this piece of evidence. Well. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time, let's move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Does that count as an objection? I'm objecting to the spelling mistake, yes. Grr, now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. Can I look at it? I can't look at it. That's so annoying. Your Honor, actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Wait, where? There's a hole in it. That's a gunshot. That's a bullet hole. Look at that. I didn't even spot that. There's a bullet hole. Look at that. I'm presenting that. Take that. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. I didn't even spot that until it let me look at it. The sleeve? There is a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Hello, Unfailing Hat. I hope that you are well. We are Ace Attorneying now on a Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Have you seen the Mario Galaxy movie yet? I remember we were talking about it last time you were around. I hope you enjoyed it if you did. And I hope everyone that watched it did. I had a great time watching the Galaxy movie. Peak, if I do say so myself. Alright, I spotted the bullet hole. That's good. Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Maya's costume updated in the court record. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. Shout out to that one kid who ran up and down the room the entire time. What, in the movie? I do not remember this. I think I was just so, like, zoned into the movie. That's great. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more. Objection! Alright. Yeah, you neither. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. She was being uncomfortable. Oh no, I'm sorry you were uncomfortable in the seat. Oh. What Prosecutor Von Karma said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Let me have another look. At least I can, like, check it. Is there anything else? Not sure there is. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? Yeah. Not fighting back. That's important. We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. Oh, we're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Okay, I think we present the... Oh, I pressed hold it again. Okay, I think we present the clothes because there was a bullet hole, so clearly he was fighting back because he tried to shoot Maya because there's a bullet hole in her clothes. I'm gonna go with that. Objection! Yeah, alright. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? It's a miracle he has a job, honestly. But I do like him. He is a lovable guy. What can I say? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fire back? Ah, you're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ah! Now that you... Why? That's right.
Which means the defense is yet to prove anything at all. No!
Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself?
Ah!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, what transpired? It's a good title. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Really? That's so interesting. This scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Alright, here we go, here we go. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix Wright! Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
Okay, so the nurse's build, yeah. Physically changed into the nurse. That's what she's saying.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
Hold it. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry.
Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? Hold it. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Hold it. You did watch it and you thought it was amazing. I'm so glad to hear it. Your cousin got you the Yoshi popcorn bucket. Oh, and the cup. Very, very nice. That is super duper exciting. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me. I wonder. Don't think I'm shooting someone in the middle of the case, Phoenix. Come on. Now, do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. It's the Yoshi literally anything bucket. I know, it's a multi-purpose bucket. What can I say? Yeah, a lot of creative uses. Well, it's better than it getting like binned right after. I'm all for creative uses of things. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Did I get one of the popcorn buckets? No, I did think they were a little bit pricey. I did. Oh no, it's not in here. I got one of the like Luma bag charms. Because they had the plush bag charms at my cinema. I think they did have the popcorn buckets, but I didn't think it was worth it, so I didn't get one. Someone put washing machine tablets. That is such a good idea. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen that one, but I have seen in general that people are putting loads of different stuff in them now. What? There's a bullet hole in the folding screen. I just remembered there's a bullet hole on the screen. So we've established there's a bullet hole in her outfit. See, there's one there, but there's a bullet hole in the screen. And there were 2 gunshots. That's so interesting. I don't know if this is relevant now. That's the thing, because we just have loads of random stuff, but I'm not sure what's relevant now. We have to find a contradiction in this, that she saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. And the victim used lots of his strength to fight back. The victim shot and missed. And then the defendant took the gun. Interesting. But this is the manor. I don't think we need any of that stuff yet. Let me just mash and see what he's saying here. There's got to be a contradiction. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. Okay, that's all we've got. We've got to uncover a contradiction here. Not very helpful! What on earth? This is so random, like... I have to figure out what is wrong with this statement, but I mean, the issue is it makes sense, right? Obviously it's not right, because if it's right then, you know, Maya did murder, but she didn't, so we have to prove that she didn't. I mean, I have the screen. I just don't... That's not really... I'll try the screen. Nah, that's not right. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does. I don't see anything contradictory. Huh, really? Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, I was like my one idea. Whoops, that didn't go too well. Oh dear. Right. It was not that. I thought it might be, just because, you know. I bet that's going to be sued. The fact that there is a hole through the screen. I don't know. Anyone got any ideas? Obviously, if you've already played the game, don't tell me the answer, because it's my first playthrough. So we've got, during the challenging, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Then the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot but missed because they were too close. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the gun and ended it. Where is the hole? You have the guide up in case you need any hints. Oh, fascinating. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost right now. Like,
I feel like I have a gap. Like, I know that I want to get to the fact that there is a bullet hole in the folding screen, which means that somebody was hiding behind the screen, which we kind of can see from the floor plan here too, that someone could have been hiding behind the screen. But obviously I can't do that yet. I don't think it will let me do that yet, but that's where I want to get to. I just have to figure out how to get there, essentially. Then all this other stuff is not really relevant yet. I don't think the key is relevant yet. I still don't know why the key is relevant, but I don't think that's a now problem. I did press on all the statements, so it's not just a matter of that. 2 shots fired. And it bears both their fingerprints. And the knife. And the knife only has Myers. And this is all we've got with the cloves. Don't know. I feel like I might need a hint. Oh dear. This is not the best start. I haven't done terrifically much about needing a hint today. I mean, I suppose I did the slightest, tiniest bit of investigation, because I have no clue like when the day of investigation is going to end. But yeah, I am a little bit lost, to say the least. That statement contains some important claims. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, oh, he missed. This one. It did claim that they were close. And there is... They did say there was like gunpowder around that hole, didn't they? Where's the autopsy report? Yeah, gunpowder residue around bullet hole. So I don't think it's like the distance. There is of course like the claim that he missed. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Oh man. The gun itself was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Well, let's see. Claims on the screen. There's like 3 bits, right? There's the fact that the victim took a shot, and then there's the fact that they were like too close for him to... How can he miss if they were too close? I'm not a gun expert. Maybe the gun experts will be like, no, this makes perfect sense. There's something strange about the hole. Like, it's in a weird spot. It looks big. I mean, there's supposed to be burnt gunpowder. I think they mentioned when they like presented it, they could smell gunpowder. Yeah, it's the fact that there's a gunpowder burn. There's supposed to be a gunpowder burn. There's not really a burn, is there? Subjection. Alright, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. The fact I learned previously. I kind of ruled... I was there earlier, but I ruled it out because I thought they mentioned the gunpowder in this case. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Huh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the 2 of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn? Oh, there's no gunpowder burn. They can smell gunpowder, but there's no gunpowder burn. Alright. I thought it meant there was a gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Fair, okay. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone could explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How is that? Objection! Add objection. As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh, we got her. A little bit, at least. Oh, well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. What wouldn't make sense? She said that after she stabbed him, she pushed him away. And then he shot her during that. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yow! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. Put some distance. And when she was about to strike... Okay, so... Put some distance. About to strike. The doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Put some distance. Some distance. We know point blank is 12 to 20 inches. This is about the first shot, which is the shot to the clothes. Which is that one. And there has to be that Maya put some distance. Stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank. So they were kind of just in the middle. And then supposedly she put some distance. When she was about to strike at point blank! Maya shot him at point blank. Take that. Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? Prosecutor Von Kamm's explanation and this piece of evidence do not contradict, huh? Haha, looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal. Ugh, being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing. Come on, hurry up and get that thinking cap on. Really? I thought that the fact that she shot her shot was at point blank. So she had to be close to him when she was so-called about to strike, I thought. Because there's gunpowder residue around bullet hole. Wait, no, there's blood on here. Hang on. Hang on. No, wait. She stabbed him. And then... Well, I guess that's still fine. The fact that there's blood on here.
I really thought it would be the autopsy report because it's the fact that she had to be close to him to do the final blow. But apparently it's not that. So back to the drawing board. Gumshoe says we have to put our thinking caps on. Okay. I mean, maybe it's what I thought, where it's the blood on the clothes. I don't like that this is one on newspaper clipping, by the way. It makes me believe we're gonna... Oh, it's because there's newspaper clipping 2. I forgot about that. Okay, we actually do have 1 and 2. That's why they're numbered. Okay, I guess there's the fact that the room is not very big. So she couldn't have gone that far. But I don't think that's that helpful because she could have gone like out of point blank range in that time. But I still think that, like, how did she get near? And then there's this folding screen with a bullet hole. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, that's for sure. We'll try this. We've got the clothes as well. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. There we go. Okay, it was that then in the end. Nice. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, where, what? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Low to the ground. Okay, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, it was that, but not for the reason I was thinking. Bullet hole at 8 inches on the screen means Maya was like squatting. That makes sense. Good job, Phoenix. I can see why he's the lawyer and I'm not. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. I had to show where the defendant was. He did go to his first trial not knowing what cross-examination was, so yeah, that's true. So diagonal line, like this. So I guess... Just anywhere along this line, isn't it? We'll just put it here. It has to be such that it hits the screen. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answers to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Yeah, it has to be along that line, but far enough to not be point blank range. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you! I believe it has now been proven that
The defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything, of course. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Yeah. Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the bag. Uh-oh, I don't think it's in the bag, gang. Blast radius of disaster. Very open and shut case. Of course, of course. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Oh, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective. How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. A punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Alright, we made it to recess. We're still alive. To be continued. Let's go. We just stay winning today. By winning, I mean we have not got our victim proven, declared guilty. Okay. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Oh, thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. Right, we are so back, gamers. We are so back. When I press the options, what's this bit called? Part 2-2. Okay. Part 2-2 trial. Okay. We got the notes. We're ready. We're ready. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Oh, no way, guys. Guess who it is? Witness your name and occupation, if you please. Bro. Hey, Phoenix. How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza. Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. That ain't violence a whip. No one else is questioning this besides her. Someone said... Someone said Lotta looks like a fish when she gets whipped. No, I'm going to be thinking about this whole trial now. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Walter Hartfire, an old photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? What's going on anymore? Is this even a courtroom? Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We heard his gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim, and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Yeah, no one else in the room, of course. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course, it's short for you reckon. Of course I did. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. Here's the picture. Oh, well, that's not very good. For us. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Of course, he's more confident than I am. I'll tell you that now. Only the... Okay, right, we'll press on every statement, as usual. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Ugh. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Hold it. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Ugh. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little bit crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Yeah, Phoenix should be on the witness stand. For real, I know like, he actually witnessed this. Now this is where the story heats up. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down, sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great, you're a real man. Oh really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And, what did you see once he broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Quick. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present an accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered. Alright, when they entered. When they entered, it was definitely Maya. One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. Hold it. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rick Given. Huh? What in the... Rick Given. You know, you reckon? That's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone else was hanging out behind the folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rick Given, I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying things such as reckon given and so forth. Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Ah, just as I thought, there was nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Your Honor, Mr. Wright, it is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you're proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the person in this photo is not Maya Fey. Well, for starters, it's a bit tall, isn't it? To present some evidence. Okay. Where's the photo again? That is a gun. Is it the gun? I'm just grasping. No, that is the gun. Okay. We need to do something about how, like, her physical appearance changes and stuff. I guess. Or the fact that we know that it was the nurse. Just because we know it was a channeling. Very interesting. I don't think it's the key yet. I don't see why we would use the key. So I don't think it's that. Oh dear. Wait, where's the blood? Well, that's all the front. It's all in the front, so we wouldn't see it in the picture. So it's not that. Interesting. It's definitely Maya when they enter, but we have to do something about how it's not Maya now because of the channeling.
Yeah, what if we just present the attorney's badge? I'm sure that's fine and nothing wrong will happen. Nothing will go wrong. We'll go with that. We'll present the attorney's badge. Definitely. Well, I haven't got very much, that's for sure. But I have to prove that the person in the photo is not Maya. I mean, we can't see the face. I could probably do something off the height because you can see from the picture that they're tall, I guess. If I just present Maya, I'm like, that's not what Maya looks like. Here is your proof. Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought it would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I don't follow your logic. Oh, it was so smart. You're just not on my wavelength, Judge. Shoot, I guess I wasn't showing enough confidence. I mean, maybe I don't have evidence yet, but I feel like it's pretty bad if I don't show something. I don't think this is a case of, because there was a really sneaky one in a case last game where it was like, if you showed the evidence too early, you would get like a game over. I feel like I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. But I also don't really have anything. Is the issue. But if I don't have anything, I feel like it's over for me. Let me save my game, actually. I don't have anything that's like, oh, she's channeling, so it's not her. That's so annoying. I don't want to give up. I also don't want to lose all my health. This is quite a dilemma. What do we think, gang? Do we think we have evidence? Obviously, if you have played, maybe don't tell me, but anyone who hasn't played, do you think that we have evidence? I mean, we haven't got very much, granted. We've got like, well, that's the photo. I don't think it would be the knife. All the like blood on Maya's costumes at the front, so we don't see it in this picture. Obviously, there's the fact we can't see the face. Obviously, there was also the thing where it's just, you know, we know it's not her, but that she was channeling, and that even Lotta wasn't sure it was her, but she won't admit it. I'm not sure we have something. Okay, I've saved. I'm gonna press give up. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. Right, we'll see what happens. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume. I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Come on, Phoenix. Think of something. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia! I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? Pearly is channeling Mia? But pearls? Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand.
think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. There were 2 clicks, only 1 picture. You see, there is one final piece of this puzzle. Mia! Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better time for this than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. There were 2 clicks, there were 2 photos. But she's only showing us 1 photo. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Oh well. Alright. But I think it's the fact that there were 2 photos. I forgot that. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm pretty bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Point the camera at Maya. Point the camera at Maya. That's different. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Alright, here we go. I think I know, but we'll press on everything just in case. Hold it. So, what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person. However, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Well, I reckon that's possible. If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Ugh, sorry, Maya. Are you all done here? Can I continue? And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer? That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than the baby through diapers. Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Nice! Tag team to the stereo! Guess I should be grateful it's not 5.1. Nice one. This is it. Point camera at Maya. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. There we go, baby! You took 2 shots. But only 1 has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you've been withholding? No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know it can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? The prosecuting woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Like father, like daughter. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Do I confront her or leave it to the judge? I don't actually think this matters very much. We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. We'll have some audience participation. Okay, we're going to give you guys like 2 minutes to vote on whether we should confront her or leave it to the judge. Because I don't think it matters. So you guys get to vote. I see a lot of confronters are, you know, in the chat. A lot of people are keen on the confrontational lifestyle. All out war on Franziska von Karma. I mean, not looking good for our bestie here. I mean, she's not our bestie right now. She's more like our enemy because, you know, she's absolutely walloping us in court, but that's a different story. But yeah, it's not looking terribly good. But we shall see. We shall see. I think this is actually going pretty well. Like, considering everything, it's going okay. I mean, it could be going worse, right? Right? I suppose. I don't know. Oh no. It's not going awfully. Right, I'll have some water while I'm waiting. You're as bad as your father. They clearly don't care if you withhold evidence in Germany. That's what I'm learning. I have been told, so this game is set in the US, in the English version. And of course, she spent that time in Germany. If I actually open this. She was in Germany, became prosecuted in Germany at age 13. But I think in the originals, the Japanese, where the game itself is set in Japan, she actually was in the US, which is really funny to me. This is quite humorous. But yeah. Alright, I think confronting is winning. I think we're going to do a cheeky bit of confronting. If you guys get me, I'm going to save my game. If you guys get me a game over because I confront her, I'm going to be so annoyed. Okay, we're going to do some confronting. Confronting wins 4-1. Congratulations, confronters. I hope you enjoy the confrontation. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor von Karma be held in contempt of court. Contempt of court. Well, yes. Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. You're a meanie head. You're not being fair. How could you think? The pictures are more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Lotta's photo too. Bestie! That is actually such a useful image! What do you mean it's basically the same? Look at her face! What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-centre, but that's what you get of a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not my affair. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in the picture is not Maya? Insist. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. That's not true, that's a channeling. Order, order, order! Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it! You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can... Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss von Karma, a word if I may. Mia! Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed these pictures of the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned to the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in the picture is not Maya? Well, that's the thing, like, it is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't, like... I know who that is because I know the face of that person is Mimi Miney, but like... Wait, hang on. Does the blood match up? I think it might. Yeah, okay, the blood matches up. Because fingerprints-wise, it will be Maya and stuff, so like, I don't know what to say. I'll save my game again. I'm gonna say I can't and see what happens, because I can't really. It's no good. My argument doesn't hold any water. I see the defense is staying silent on this one. Yes, Your Honor. And to think, I even gave you this chance to prove your point for free. But you couldn't even point yourself out in the lineup. Yes. Well, then, I believe we have reached a conclusion. Phoenix? Yes? You can't give up, please, for me. Take a look at the court record again and try to find some way out of this jam. I'll give it another shot. The judge is about to close the trial. You can't let that happen. It's come down to this. Your Honor, within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Please let me explain. So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why? I had to point out what's strange in this picture. I mean, he's there. I don't know, like... There's the guys there. I always had it originally. I guess... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I know whose face that is. Because I have the thing in the record. And I did talk about the blood. As well. The blood... That's like the only two things I talked about. The fact that we know whose face it is. But then if I say the face, then she'll be like, oh yeah, but it's still Maya because of channeling. So it can't be that. But there's the fact that it's the blood. I pointed the blood. What will that do? I mean, I have health. Take that. I don't think. Oh no. That didn't go very well. I did. Ouch. Oh dear. I'm getting walloped. Oh no. Okay, that wasn't it. Phoenix, you have to think before you speak. You can't just blurt out. Oh dear. Oh no. Dude, everybody got upset. I'm running out of health. So it's nothing to do with her. I guess.
I mean, we know whose face that is. But again... I mean, what else is there in this picture? Not really much else. I don't really have many goes left at this. Because, is there another component that doesn't match up? Another component. Uh... Oh, I'm actually completely lost again. I'm doing so great today. I mean, I'm looking at him. He's just there, but I don't know if there's anything wrong with him being there. I can't even remember what the first picture looked like for reference. Can I even see that? I can't. I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck in this picture. I can't even do anything. That's not good. I mean, they're all mad at me, so I guess it should be something pretty obvious. If he's dead, that means the whole altercation happened. What does that mean about her appearance? Well, if it all happened... Oh, shouldn't that just mean, like... Oh yeah, wasn't her face completely different when we got there? I swear her face was different. Please direct your attention here. To her face? Yeah, her face was different in the cutscene when we went. With your own two eyes, you can clearly see that this face does not belong to my affair. Fool! Do you even know what you're talking about anymore? Ah, that hurt! Didn't we just finish discussing her appearance changes during channeling? Oh no. I thought it was the face. Oh dear. I'm actually failing. If I get this wrong, I get game over. I really thought... No, but like her face doesn't look the same as when we went. It was a different face. That's what I was going for. Well, those are my two ideas. It's actually over for me. If I don't get this, I'm actually getting game over. I did save, but I'll be really embarrassed. I mean... Oh, well, there's no bullet hole, is there? In her, like... In her clothes. There's no bullet hole. Yeah, there's supposed to be a bullet hole in her clothes and, like, blood on them. Or there's the blood, clearly. We can't even see if there's the screen to see that there's the hole in it. Wait, she's supposed to be on the other side, isn't she? I don't know. Wasn't she supposed to be like hunched by the screen? And the screen is there. And I don't know if she could have just gone over there. Like I thought she was like, oh, she could have gone over there. Oh, this is not going well for me. It's always these picture pointing ones. I always get them wrong. When it's not just like a little list of finite things, but all these random things in a picture. This is not going particularly well for yours truly. Let me not accidentally press the X button. But yeah, there's the she stabbed him. Then she like goes and hides by the screen, which is there. That's the screen in the picture, which is like the other end of the room. So that's a bit weird. And then he shoots while she's there, and then she has to shoot him at point blank range. I don't know how she ended up over there. Yeah, this is not going particularly well. What? I mean, yeah, I would have thought she'd be nearer the screen, but she's clearly not. She's on the other end of the room to the screen. I don't see the bullet hole in her clothes. But is that just because it's not... The bullet hole's around here, isn't it? Something like that. And it's... I don't see a bullet hole, but is that just because of how the picture is or not? And if I point at something on her again, they'll be like, oh, her appearance changed, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. I don't know if it's that or not. I kind of don't want to risk it. Can anyone tell me if I've gone in the right direction or not? This is quite tricky. I missed when we did the poll where we could confront her or not. That was fun. I enjoyed doing a little bit of confrontation. One of the things I said was the answer. Okay, well, I said like 2 things. There's the fact that the screen is over there, and the hole, I cannot see the hole in her clothes. If I had enough health, I would try both, but I don't have enough health, so I have to pick my favorite. So that's not very good. Which of those seems more concrete? Well, I guess after she shot him, she could have just, like, walked over here, you know, gone a little walksies. They were still breaking down the door, but the fact that the hole is not there. But I don't know, they both seem quite bad to me, like, as answers. They're both quite bad is the issue. To me, they both seem quite bad, which is not helping massively. So that's the thing. Sometimes I get to a part of this game and it's just like, yeah, I'm lost. But there we go, my 2 theories, the fact that the screen is over there and that she was supposed to have been shot over there, and the fact that there is no bullet hole. This is only going off what I remember. Like, I think her bullet hole was here, but then again, maybe it was just like hiding a bit behind. I don't know. I don't even know where to point if it's the one on her clothes. I suppose I did save. I suppose I could just risk it, but I'm too scared. I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I get game over on this. But yep, I did the whole of the first game without a game over, and yes, large amounts of hints from the gang as and when they were required. But if I get a game over on this, it'd be quite bad. As only the second case of the second game, we've still got so many more cases to do. I'm so scared. I don't know. If I had to pick one, that's the thing, it's the one on the right. Yeah, I do think it would be the one on the right. Yeah, there's supposed to be a hole. I'm gonna do the sleeve, why not? Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve? There we go, okay. Well, we got there. But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. There we go! Oh my goodness, so scary. Thank you very much, Wave. I was completely lost. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Just jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known this picture was any of any value to this case. I see. She's lying for her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think?
Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Everyone wants to give Gumshoe a salary cut. It's so sad. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, R.I.P. Gumshoe's salary, I know. From this photo, it appeared that right after the shooting there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. Listen to a chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. Excuse me? 3 options? This is so bad. I don't think it's the top one. So that's like a 50-50 chance, right? The bullet hole was made later and the shooter is someone else. When would the bullet hole be made later? The bullet hole made later would mean that when was there time to be a bullet hole? We were literally there. We wouldn't see it, so I think the shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Okay, I think that was right. Order, order, order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess. I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah, what the heck? Is there any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the 2 of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Ah, I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses 2 very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? Turn things around is in red. Turn things around. It's going in the notes. It's going in the notes. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Why do I get the feeling that it's going to be like a literal perspective change? Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the 3rd person was already in the room? I've been saying this the whole game. And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. So, possibilities. 3rd person already in room. Maya left room somehow. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... I bet it's like a back door. I bet it's a back door that no one's addressed or something. I'm gonna go with a 3rd person that entered it because they definitely Maya was there. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. We do? I have proof that someone else was in the room before the murder took place? Gang, I didn't know that. I remember Phoenix yapping about there being, oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's the key. I don't know if it's the key yet. There's definitely space for someone. I don't know if I have proof. If I save here, I believe I'm soft locked, so do not save. Okay, I haven't saved, don't worry. I have not soft locked myself. It's all good. Someone else before the murder took place. I don't know if this is the key yet or not. Mia was like, oh, there's the key for sure. And Phoenix was saying, oh, Mia was saying that we shouldn't have the key. But if someone else could have gotten into the room beforehand, I need to prove someone else was in the room. I can't. Can I? I mean, all I have is the plan of the room suggests that you could hide behind the screen. And then the other thing is, I have the key. I still don't get the figure of the key, so I doubt it will be the key. Also, if I get this wrong, I get game over. So this is a real turnabout case for me specifically. Because if I get this wrong, it is over for me. Or at least for Mr. Wright's law career. And I kind of don't want it to be. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I need to prove that someone else was there, not just that someone else could be there. Because, well, this is like, someone else could be there. Yeah, sure, they could have been hiding this whole time. Maybe the bullet mark from... No. I was gonna say maybe the bullet hole from behind the screen is actually that... No, but that's not right, because then... Like, maybe the bullet holes... No, we know there were 2 gunshots, because we only heard 2 gunshots. So, there had to have been 2. I was trying to manipulate the 2 gunshots so that one of them came from behind the screen, but I don't think that's how it works. Oh dear. Very interesting. I'm once again completely lost, like a winner, of course. That's the key to the room. If someone got in... Well, it was only locked, like, once the thing started, wasn't it? Bang X2. Let me see. Trying to see if there's anything in my notes, but I don't think so. The key is supposed to be important, the fact that we shouldn't have it.
I just don't know if the key being important is a now deal or later. But I also don't know what else I can use to prove someone else was there. I just had to prove someone else was there. That's the room. I think someone could hide behind a screen. Lotta said that, oh, she didn't think so, but I think so, especially if the room was dark. And then there's the whole business of this key, which I still don't know why we have this key. Wasn't it like in the door or something? If it's in the door, then someone could have been let in, I guess. I don't know. Anyone got any hints? Those are kind of the only two ideas I have. The fact that there's the key, but that one I don't feel very confident about it. And then there's also the, I don't know, just the fact that there's the floor plan and that someone could have hidden. The general guide map of Fae Manor, I don't think will help. I mean, unless we say, oh yeah, there's totally a path between the side room and the channeling chamber or something. Because yeah, I mean, there's not much going on. If anyone has any hints, do let me know, because I'm running this trial on a very low amount of health at present. Right to think about the key, however, you can't really say much more. Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Well, I'll just shove in the key and see what happens. Maybe he'll say something helpful. Please take a good look at this. Okay. I've already seen it. Thank you. And what is the purpose of this item? Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you actually see what you're doing. Nope. Oh dear. Well, that's fine. We'll just go back and see where I saved to. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant by a Fae. Oh well. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial. Oh dear. Right. Let's do a little cheeky ban of this bot. Came at a perfect time. How do I'm so bad at the actual auto modding stuff. Thank you. We do a cheeky bit of banning as, you know, classic. To be on pending trial at a higher court from within a month from today's date. Okay, well, they'll sort it out, I'm sure. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh dear. Not a good day. Okay, well, where can we restart from? Oh dear. That didn't go very well. But we can just load our save and it'll be all fine. Oh, I'm all the way from here? The option prior was not the right one. So if I'd saved there, I might have been stuck in that option. Oh, the fact that there was a third person. Ah, okay. If I had more health, I could have reselected. Probably. Bonk. I got actually bonked. Okay. Oh, what did I do here? I proved it wasn't Maya because of the hole. I remember. Okay, I'll just mash through all this. I'll mash through it. We'll be right back to where we were. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna look really good at this game now. I'm gonna just like blaze through this part. Yep, yeah, the sleeve, it was all the sleeve. Okay, not one of my finest moment, but I lost loads of health on this picture, so I would have had more health if I was actually better at the picture part. Epic speedrunning coming. Wow, look at this. Look at this going on. I'm mashing. I'm so good at Ace Attorney, guys. Okay, here we go. Gumshoe's salary again in jeopardy. Yeah. We know. We read all this. Okay, so I think it's still that the shooter... Oh no, but is it this option that was not right, or the one after it? That's the thing. I feel like this option was right. That the shooter is someone else. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay. Because I didn't think there was... That definitely wasn't the top one. I didn't think it was the middle. Okay, so it's the third person. So there were two possibilities here. Okay. Alright, we mashed. It's a bit more mashing and we'll be back there. Let me save. I can save now. So I don't have to do all that again. Alright. Alright, now we have the options. Let me save again here. Alright, there we go. Now we're in a good spot. So. Alright. Is it the perspective thing again? Okay. So if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room. And what if Maya had left that room somehow? So it's not the third person in the room, it's the other one. Here we go. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. From the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. I am still not sure either, but we kind of have to have some kind of explanation, right? How can we prove the defendant left the room? Is the issue. Maybe the key. Because she could have, like... It couldn't be unlocked from the... Wasn't there a thing where it couldn't be unlocked from the inside or something like that? But maybe her aunt got her out. There we go. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside. Oh, she locked from the inside of that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Oh, okay, alright. The key should have been with Maya. There we go. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. There we go. It was just the wrong option beforehand. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! There we go. Alright. We're just a little bit off. It seems to have come to an impasse, eh? Impasse, whatever. I don't know. I only read these words and I never see them. Never hear them spoken. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this a knife/key I see before me? Exactly. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case? How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. That's what they all say, literally. Yeah. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. All right, we survived the trial just about. Oh, I got a whole game over, but I still survived. It's okay. We got a game over. I had to do a little cheeky Ace Attorney speed run, but it's okay. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing, so sheltered. Right, we're gonna take her on the train, of course. To be continued, okie dokie. Right, well, we're plowing through this. We're getting there. Right, let me save. That was quite something. Part 3 investigation. Part 3 investigation. We're getting there. We are actually getting there. Can you believe it? Okay. Let's go. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Oh, sorry, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pulse. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Oh. And Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes. Ruffly? Oh, she means Francisca. She has such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I am going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor. So her job, the opposite of a lawyer, she's also a lawyer, just not a defense lawyer. A prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor. She's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy eventually. Edgeworth! He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? Oh my god, we get like a picture of him to remind us? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? Edgeworth spotted, yeah, for like 1 second. He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. By the way, yes, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, where's Key? Just when did she pick this up? I just realised that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? Ah! What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Oh no, she's got locks as well. Ah! I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? Okay, so we have to do the lock stuff. Here we go.
Here we go. I don't know if we'll have enough. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You could do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? Either the side room or the winding way. I'm pretty smart, Pose. I know where you were right here. No, I wasn't. Huh? I'm wrong? Oh, I feel a little better. Oh, okay. Oh, I feel a little warmer from embarrassment. I better try again. Okay. Maybe the winding way then. You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the winding way. There we go. Wow! You got it! So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry. Not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the winding way? What was she doing? How do I know what she was doing? Don't think she was murdering anyone. Why do I have to present evidence for what she was doing? I don't know if I know this. Imagine. I don't think I don't think this little kid murdered anyone. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't think I have this. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay, so that's locked. Right, let's go find some stuff. It's really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Looks like there's no one here. What you got there? A knife! No! And even though the weather is gorgeous today, it's raining inside my heart. It's a really old urn. There are the ashes of a person long dead inside. Okay. He doesn't think this urn is interesting. There's a side room. That's the incinerator. The garden. That incinerator piques my curiosity. Yeah, but you won't investigate any more than that, of course. Because that would be too sensible. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. We had to figure out what Pearls was doing, right? The bedding is all laid out today too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. Excuse me. Who am I talking to? There's no one here. I keep wondering about this box. I'm sure this wasn't here before the murder took place. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Interesting. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. But here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Karain Village, the heart of channeling. What? It's a souvenir? So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? Oh dear, Phoenix. Never change, never change. Okay, oh. It's still charming to see a real sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and a little garden in the courtyard. Okay. Is that it, bestie? You don't have very much to offer. Right, we didn't check the channeling chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? It looks like she's talking to a picture. Dude! Come on, that is evil! Look at that! Come on! That is not like a normal person expression to make. Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... What? You think that's perfectly normal? I think it's just you, Lulu. That is not a normal expression. Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. I'm just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Huh? Oh, yes, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterward. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I'd like to say more did, however that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronising? So, did the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course, however. And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training. Mr. Wright! Yes. Wow, she got really scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They have to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit, and after that, she simply disappeared. Nice. I don't believe she'll return to this village in any case. Meet says Maya's mother, I know, right? And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. What on earth do you mean erased? Why erased? What? Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed. Okay, if missing 20 years, dead, new master appointed. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Yeah, there's something dodgy with her for sure. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Crane. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. There is some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. There wasn't anyone back here at the time of the murder. Well, that's what Lotta testified in court. I knew I should have taken a look. I can always count on Lotta to make things hard. See you in a bit, Worm. Yeah, Phoenix and manners don't quite go in the same sentence. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I'd guess they're used during the channeling. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the centre here. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4... Okay. There we go. The lock is broken because, well, I broke it. I think I read this stuff. I wanted to go over all 4 panels, but I guess there's not anything actually useful in the others. Is that just the candles? Okay, I think it must be everything here. Right, well, I guess there's not anything else in the village, but maybe I have to... Maybe I'll try the rest. This case has had me out of the office most of the time. I can come back tomorrow. Helping Maya should be my top priority now. Okay, so nothing here. Detention center, maybe. Maya must still be in questioning. She'll probably be done in a little bit, so I'll come back later. But that's all we got. We got the village and the offices. It's an old style phone booth. Okay, this phone booth. Where he called the police, the bus stop. The big rock. Yeah, I feel like I've read this stuff last time. But I have to find something. Or present someone with something useful. There's not really many people. I don't know if I really want to talk to Morgan. I might not have the choice. Let's say, who's this man? That is Mystic Maya before I applied the spirit severing technique. This picture, it was taken without my express permission. I knew allowing a person like her from the Heartland into our country was a bad idea. You do realize that the Heartland is a part of this country, right? Okay, she says the same thing about both pictures. Okay. That is Mystic Maya's costume, isn't it? It's a shame. I never thought anything like that would happen to her. But we don't know that it was Maya that did it. Oh, poor Mystic Maya. Do you ever listen to anyone other than yourself? I know, right? I know. Okay, she doesn't care about this knife. This is the key to this room. That's right. But why do you have it, good sir? That I'm not telling. Return it at once. I can't. It's evidence after all. I think she knows exactly how important this key is to this murder. But what is this feeling I'm getting from her? It feels... I can't describe it. There are 6 parts to the Korean sacred writings. To think that this valued treasure of our village and Mystic Maya were both shot by a gun. Well, that's... Even if it was something that occurred during a channeling, it is an unforgivable act. I don't think she's going to give me very much. But then again, she's like the only person I can talk to, I think. Present everything else that I think might be relevant. I do think it's her. She's awfully suspicious. We did the key. He doesn't care about the autopsy report. Or the gun. I think I did these 4. Well, let's just finish off with the Magatama and the attorney's badge. Oh, she doesn't have a special response for the attorney's badge. What's the point of anything? Okay, I think I've done all these then. Okay, well, I'm basically done with her. She didn't really help. I think I examined all this. I was hoping to see something in the Winding Way, because we have to figure out what Pearl was doing there. But I didn't see anything when I was here. Maybe I do have something. Because that was all based on the assumption that I don't have something. She's still got 2 whole locks. Okay, here we go, here we go. So we know she was in the Winding Way.
because that was correct. Okay. What was it she was doing? That's what we got to figure out. What was she doing in the winding way? Unless that's how she got the key. I think that's the only thing I can think of, is that like that's how she got the key. So, I feel just a little better. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Okay. I shouldn't give it too many goes because my health. I know you can definitely like see the side room from the winding way. I just don't know like if there's a relation between the winding way and the channeling chamber. I just don't suspect there is. Unless you go in the garden. Okay, I'll try the map. And then that's it. Nope, okay. Well, I don't want to waste too much health on it. Oh, I don't know. Where else can I go to get clues? There's not really many places. Also, ignore the fact that he's just able to go back and forth. I don't think I missed a location. That's the thing. I don't know if it's because I'm missing something. Or I just haven't figured something out. I had the right thinking, but I needed to do something else first. Okay. Alright. Maybe I have to talk to her about the key. Like, independently. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where you found this key is very important. So, please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. There we go, in the incinerator. Right. That's silly, I had to do that first. The incinerator. She's talking about the one in the garden. The door in it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? Are you going to tell my mother? Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes, if she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then. The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. Okay, then I should be able to go to the winding way and, like, search the incinerator. There we go. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Ooh, looks like they've noticed me. And they're now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey, there's some cloth hanging out of it now. Look at that. Like, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Ooh, like real suave. So it's like my turn. It's nice to see you too. So what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, like you mean, like I'm just totally happy and like totally excited to be here? Excited? Like, I mean, there are so many things to like see. It's like the real deal here. Oh, really? For example, like that urn over there. Do you like know about it? All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh, didn't know that. And like, it's sealed inside that urn. What are you talking about? Like, you know, Amy Faye's spirit. Amy Faye? Who's that? Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Amy.
you don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Fae family will stick around. Isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? If that urn is really as important as you said, it could be a vital clue. Edie, I want to ask you about the murder. Murder? Dr. Gray's, remember? As if there's another one. Oh, that one! Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on, what a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this. Like, murder thing? Oh, yeah. You only introduced Dr. Gray to Korean village, no relation. Sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Here we go. Psyche locks? Like, what is it? Looks like I'm going to need something to pry her mouth open on this one. Okay, let me examine stuff at least. Thank you so much for the raid, Izzle! Oh, the best fishes! Oh, that's so wonderful. Hello, Izzle. Hello, Dwevel. Let me get you a shout out. What were you guys up to? I hope it went well. That's the shout out. Please. Yes, it worked. Amazing. But yeah, what were you up to? And hey, absolutely, Dwevel. For those of you that don't know me, I'm GameKoi. Today is Ace a Tuesday, which used to be Ace a Thursday, but now it's on Tuesday. So we have that. But yeah, I hope that your stream went well. We are Ace Attorneying today. It says recently streamed categories GeoGuessr and Just Chatting. I've actually never played GeoGuessr. Not sure I'd be particularly good at it, but I'm sure you guys are much better than I am. Exciting. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great Tuesday. And yeah, that's what we are investigating some stuff. GeoGuessr is so hard and very fun. Oh, Arknight's Enfield. You progressed some story and made the factory more inefficient. More inefficient. I like the sound of that. Everyone knows factories these days are too efficient. Factory must grow. I agree. I think the Industrial Revolution also agreed. You saw a Mario Kart World GeoGuessr. That sounds really exciting. Mario Kart World GeoGuessr. I don't think I'd be any good at that either. Thank you very much for the good luck. Yes, I am playing. This is Ace Attorney 2. So if anyone hasn't played Ace Attorney 2 and doesn't want spoilers, that is your spoiler warning. You have pattern recognition of languages. Yeah, that's a good, nice. I have seen people play it. It's like, ooh, we can figure things out from like the languages on the signs or whatever. And flags. Yes, and flags. That's a good point. I think there was a period of time where I used to know lots of flags, but it's mostly left my brain. This was back in secondary school. But I guess maybe the spirit can live in a space between the cracks. Looks like something's written on it. I am. That's probably said Ammy, but like got messed up. You're bad at flags. Ammy? Question. You learn flags playing Moshi Monsters? That's such a fun place to learn flags from. Alright, we got the urn as evidence. But there's also a cloth sticking out here. That's right, Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. They're doing a Sporkle quiz speedrun about flags. That's so exciting. I didn't even know Sporkle speedruns existed. When I was in secondary school, we had like a form tutor in registration that loved to make us do Sporkles. She just, you know, would open up Sporkle and be like, oh, we're going to do the countries in the world now. Get to see live country flag recognition. You missed the flags that 8 Deluxe has on Worldwides. I do as well. They were fun. I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it, a tiny bit, but still. Alright, we got cloth scrap. So, someone tried to burn this. And this key was also found in there. I get this feeling this incinerator played a crucial part in this murder. Okay, so I think we know some stuff.
We have to deal with her locks as well as Pearl's. Okay, let's try and have a go at this. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Mario Kart 8 U had regions as well. Oh, yeah, there were regions in the older games. That's completely left my mind because it was definitely the flags that had the biggest impression on me. Your sister's accident naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Grey guy made my sister fall asleep? And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked, whose accident? Oh, thank you for the luck, Izzle. Thank you so much for the raid. Go take care of yourself. Have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. Wii Sports Club's entire gimmick was about representing your region as well. Right. Does that mean there's more than one accident? Which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? A person's accident. I love how Amy Faye is on here. Well, it's not her sister. I mean, who else was in an accident? Whose accident? That's interesting. We'll maybe leave that and go back to poll. Maybe we'll have a look. I don't think I haven't played Wii Sports Club, so that's quite exciting. Right, let's try this again. Actually, wait. I wanted to present the cloth to her. No, that wouldn't be helpful because it wasn't there when she was at the time of the murder. Okay, here we go again. Pearl's alibi, take 3. Okay, here we go. Take that! Alright, so we got that. Now we have to figure out... what was it she was doing? She was messing around with the incinerator. Surely. No, the key still doesn't work. Why does the key not work? Okay, let me leave it. I want to present the cloth just outside of this. The cloth and the urn. She doesn't know about the urn. Okay. Right. She doesn't know about Maya's thingy. Okay. Well, at least we investigated the... Can we do the other one? We surely should be able to do the other one. Who else's accident? Who else had an accident? Oh my goodness, this is quite a tricky one. I really thought... Definitely the urn, by the way, has been like put the wrong way because I bet I used to say Amy, but it's been messed up. I'm tempted. This is such a stretch. I'm tempted to say Pearl broke the urn by accident and had to repair it, but I feel like this is such a stretch. But yeah, that's locked. We have to think of who else's accident. I mean, there's not that many people. It could be, I mean, it's probably either Grey or... I don't think it's Amy Faye. Like, we literally just found... How would she know about that? But then... Does that mean that Gray's murder counts as like an act? Well, I'm saying like now because of her. Does that mean Gray's murder counts as an accident? I don't have terribly much health. Let me save my game. I don't have terribly much health, so I don't want to try loads of random things. I thought my health would reset at the start of the investigation, but apparently it does not, which makes it significantly harder. I used to be so pleased when we get to investigation because I think, oh yeah, I can't lose health now. I'm in the investigation, but now I can because of this locks business. Oh, I get the health back after I break a psyche lock. Well, I still feel like I'm quite far. Oh, well, all of them. I'm so far from breaking the psyche locks. I feel like I should be able to get this first one by whose accident for any given person. Okay, makes sense. I mean, like, Mia had 3. Eni has 2. Pearl has 2. So we've still got quite a ways to go. Oh man. I'm completely lost again. Why does this keep happening? It's not like I'm not paying attention. Whose accident means there's more than one? I mean, it's gotta be Gray, right? I don't want to... Right, we'll give it a go. I saved, so if it's completely wrong and I die, then it's okay. Okay, whose accident? So, I've got to pick a person. Or I could talk about the malpractice accident, but I think they want a person on the list. That's a good point, actually. Maybe she knows about the malpractice. I'll try that. Oh wow, so like that person had a car accident too? You can't tell me you don't know. Like, okay. Alright. That didn't work. So it's not the newspaper clipping of that. Who else has had a car accident? I mean, I don't know. I feel like... Maybe I don't know. What else am I supposed to investigate? I mean... There's not going to be anything in my office. I swear, if there's something in my office... Please tell me you have a book about this nonsense. Nope. Nope, he's just too bad at books. Okay. Right, well, that's not going to help particularly. It should be easy. Who else had an accident, right? But it is not. This is so annoying. I mean... I didn't try Dr. Gray because I got scared. These psyche locks are so difficult. Ugh, it used to be so straightforward. You could just go and like brute force, present every item ever to someone, and they'd eventually tell you something useful. And now they do not tell me anything useful. And worse, I lose health because I'm on completely the wrong lines. Oh dear. I think I might just leave this. Maybe I just need to leave this. I don't want to save again because I'll have lost more health. I saved just before I did the psyche locks, so I think that would be good. But yeah, I think I will end stream. I'm completely just drawing blanks.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Oh no, I need to move somewhere. There's music. This is quite bad. I want to hear some music. There we go. There, I put some music on. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was a lot of fun doing the Ace Attorney. I did get completely lost multiple times, but it was fun. It was fun. I'm looking forward to coming back next week, hopefully, with more of an idea of what I'm doing. Thank you for coming, Lilu, and thank you everyone for coming, and to Izzle for the raid, Epic Gaming. Right, my next stream will be on Friday. It will be some Mario Kart. It's actually been a while since I did a Mario Kart viewer stream, so that would be quite exciting. We do some 8 Deluxe and some World as usual. Let me go see if I can find someone to raid. Ooh. I do have there is someone just streaming Wii Sports Club in my following list. And we were just talking about Wii Sports. I'm just going to see if they've been live for a long time or not. For a raid. I don't even know what a long time is. For 4 hours. Is that a long time? I don't know. I don't care. I will just get that raid in and just do it. Okay, we're going to go raid Say Harry. He's doing some Wii Sports Club, so it's appropriate because Wave mentioned Wii Sports Club. That is a Wii Sports. But yes, here is the raid message. Send that to go get them my best fishes. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and see you guys on Friday.